All right, in this effect, I'm going to explain here. This is the idea. This is the concept. Okay, so you need to get $2 silver, and what you're going to do is you're going to put a little miniature coin, miniature card on one. Okay, and what you're going to do. So in this case, I have here the nine of hearts. Okay, so you're going to have the nine of hearts. You can do your favorite force, which usually is the classic force. So I'm going to show you a little tip with the classic force. This is I learned from Lou Lancaster, one of the greatest magicians of all time. He was a mentor to Jeff McBride and friends with David Copperfield. He used to walk the streets of New York. So if I have a nine of hearts in this pack, I don't have a nine of hearts in this pack. So here's what I'll do. I will do a force indirectly by using a nine and a heart. I'll show you how to do that. Very simple. Okay, you have those on top. You'll deal the cards down. Okay, so this coin will be out of sight. This one will be underneath here. Okay, so we'll deal the cards down. We'll have them go ahead and say stop whenever they want. Stop, and then you set this down. This has the mini underneath it, like so. You're then going to, so this is what you have here. Here's the two force cards. You're going to deal these back and forth, or you have the spectator do that for you. And then you say one card is going to represent the value, one card represents a suit. So in this case, this is a nine, and this is a heart. So your card will be the nine of hearts. Then you can have them shuffle the deck. They can shuffle the deck all they want. As they're shuffling the deck, you simply palm the coin here. Okay. Then so they will shuffle the deck all they want, right? And they'll give it back to you. When they give it back to you, what you're going to do is you're simply going to load this in here as you cut, and you're going to load that as you set it down. So you kind of want this a little bit sloppy here, not exactly perfect. You'll see why here. That kind of helps hide it. Now you're going to take out a coin out of your pocket or make a coin appear, whatever you want to do. Go into a little coin routine. Do some your favorite coin vanishes. A point I want to make is a lot of magicians, what they do is they always palm in the same hand. So they'll go into their magic, whatever they're going to do. Then they'll always palm, like, let's say, in your right hand. And this is not good, because if you always palm in the same hand, then eventually the spectators can catch on. So you want to be able to be ambidextrous. This is a point that I learned from Andrew Galloway video. And he makes a really good point in there. Andrew Galloway, he was a John Ramsey protege from the UK, and he made some very, very strong points. I'm going to make another video. He made so many strong points. I mean, because I hadn't realized I do that too much. I palm too much in the right hand. If you're right-handed, your dominant right hand, you can't palm everything in the same hand. Example of it is the cups and balls. If you're always doing the same thing, eventually they're going to catch you, or they could. So for this, what you can do is, you can maybe vanish it in one hand. That's why you look at Slidini's stuff, and it's really good, although he laughed too much. But anyway, that was something that Jimmy Grippo said. There's an old story. It was Di Vernon. It was at a Desert Magic seminar, and my friend Joey Burton was sitting there, and he saw the whole thing because he's a protege of Jimmy Grippo. And there was Di Vernon, Di Vernon, Ed Marlowe, and Slidini all at the table. And Jimmy Grippo said, Di Vernon, you do too many ace tricks. Ed Marlowe, you do too many variations, and Slidini, you laugh too much. So I thought that was kind of funny. Jimmy Grippo was a great, great magician. He's an Italian magician. He was very, very famous, and I got to meet him. And he's at the Magic Club. I got to grow up since I was 15. I got to grow up at Gary Darwin's Magic Club, and I got to be around, rub elbows with Johnny Paul, and I mean on and on and on. But okay, so the point of this is don't always palm the same hand. So I'm going to show you this, which is a Gary Willett French drop, and he uses the Paul Le Paul, although he doesn't credit Paul Le Paul. He uses the Paul Le Paul grip, but when he rotates it like this, so this is going to be something we're going to do into the left hand. That's why I wanted to show this to you. Okay, if you're picking up the coin, you're looking at the date. This is kind of a natural way to hold the coin. Okay, so the reason for flipping around is maybe you're looking at the date. You want to think of the choreography and the motivation of the actions. of naturalness, okay? So you may have picked up the coin and you spun it around because you're looking at the date. And then this is the idea. So you don't always have to turn to the side. The French drop also is meant to be with a coin. I see some magicians doing it with a ball. It doesn't look as good because the hand crumples in this ugly position and stuff like this. So that's something to think about. So don't always palm in the same hand. And the French drop is really, it's much better. Although you can do it with anything, yeah, it's much better, as you will see with the coin. Now this is a Paula Paul grip, and this is a Gary Willett handling. So you come over here, and you can see it between your fingers, and you want to start to move. Okay, let's slow it down. You're here, you're here. They see it between the fingers, and then what happens is this hand moves first, the right hand. Then you would do the Vernon swing. I'm not standing up, so I'm not showing you here, but the idea behind it is that you know you don't always want to do the same thing. So you would take the coin into your left hand, correct? And then what is the purpose for that is because you're going to rub it here on your elbow. Now, as you rub it here on your elbow, you can hide this in your neck. This is a nice old thing, but you don't vanish it. It just looks like you're rubbing it in your elbow. And then you can put it from hand to hand and do like a feint. So that's a complete coin vanish, which I've ditched here on the back of my neck. And I show that to you just to show you you can do complete vanishes and you can do on and on. Now you have the spectator cut the deck. Now when they cut the deck, as you square it up a little bit, as you can see there's a little gap in it. So you want to hide that gap. You want to tell them to go ahead and cut the deck. When they cut, they should cut right to there. Because of the silver dollar in there, they should cut right to it. If they don't, then you just have them cut it again, but they should cut right to it. If not, you can cut to it. You say, look, the coin has vanished. The coin reappeared as they cut the deck. And you say it reappears right next to your card. And they say, no, that's not the card. And you say, I promised the coin would be underneath, underneath the selected card would be underneath the coin. But I said it would be underneath the coin, but I didn't say where it would be underneath the coin. And then you show it like that. That's the end revelation. This is a cool little effect. I hope you like that. That's the video tutorial of the day. So please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.